In July 2012, Michael Gove asked us to put together a new school food plan to answer two questions.
How can we get 5 million children in around 22,000 schools eating well?
And what role should cooking and food play in schools more broadly?
The first thing we did was get on a train and visit a school. And over the past year, we've eaten in more than 50 schools. We've spoken to pupils, teachers, parents, cooks, chefs, volunteers, charity workers, industry bodies, caterers, and farmers. And we've analysed in detail the economics of school food.
School food is in a far better state than we'd expected. Thanks in part to Jamie Oliver alerting the nation to the horrors of the turkey Twizzler back in 2005, but also due to many, many people doing amazing things across the country.
However, there is still a long way to go. Due to poor diet, a quarter of all children in the UK leave school obese, whilst in 2012, the NHS spent over £10 billion treating illnesses caused by bad diet. That's the equivalent of 40 new hospitals every year.
The first illuminating moment came when we met the Children's Food Trust, who showed us a graph tracing the percentage of children eating school meals in England over the past 40 years. Take-up started at 70% in the late 70s, but then, like a cliff collapsing into the sea, crumbled away, sinking in the mid-80s to below 50%, the point at which school dinners became economically unviable.
With take-up currently around 40%, our school dinner service is like a half-empty restaurant. It's losing money, £140 million per year, to be precise.
And what are children eating instead? For the large part, unhealthy packed lunches. Only 1% of packed lunches meet nutritional standards. 2/3 contain sweets, sugary drinks, and snacks like crisps. This really matters. If children learn to eat well at school, they are more likely to eat well as adults and save the NHS billions of pounds.
But it's not just about health. Children who eat better learn better. If parents spent the close to £1 billion a year they pay on unhealthy packed lunches on nutritious school meals instead, we could make the whole school food system solvent again. If demand goes up, we can serve better meals at a lower cost.
So the plan's number one aim is increasing the number of children eating good school food. It is both the means and the end.
The plan's second aim is to support head teachers to help change their school's food. The only common factor we found in every school with great food was the ethos and culture created by the leaders in those schools, whether they were primaries or secondaries or academies or maintained rural or urban, new or old. 95% of head teachers believe eating well improves attainment and behaviour, but 40% want more support to make it happen, and our plan will give them that support. The school food plan is not a series of recommendations to be ummed and ahed over. It's a plan with actions agreed by the government and by people working in the sector.
The government has already agreed to make cooking compulsory in schools for all children up to the age of 14.
They will also be supporting head teachers by setting up a fund for charities to work directly with many schools in the country to increase the take-up of good food. We will also be creating a website where teachers can go to see many examples of what works well in schools across the country and find contacts for people who can help them directly.
Public and private caterers are coming together to form an alliance to give the 58,000 school cooks, that's a bigger workforce than the Royal Navy, more training in kitchen skills to improve food quality and build morale.
With help from Jamie Oliver and brand guru Wally Olins, we will be spreading the word about the good things happening in school food.
The government will be providing seed funding to set up breakfast clubs in a large number of schools across the country, where many of the children are eligible for free school meals. Finally, we are going to create 3 flagship areas across the country, which will show that with intense improvement in food in a given area, we can have a major impact on the health and attainment of the people living there.
We have an ambitious vision, a financially sound school food system in which well-trained, fulfilled cooks serve flavourful fresh food to at least 70% of all pupils, and will monitor progress annually.
We're going to build on the great work that's already been done to create a golden age for school food so that we all live in a country where we're healthier, happier, and most importantly, more likely to win the World Cup.